So I'm live, it says, but I'm just okay. There's the counter, the timer. Hello everyone. It's Professor Hatter. I am doing a quick live stream here. I really don't expect anyone to be on. I'm gonna be on for about 15 minutes ish. Maybe someone will show up. Um, it's what 10:15 on a Friday night, and I just got done with about, I'm going to say almost half an hour, actually about 40 minutes worth of filming for a movie review for next week video that I'm making. It's in two parts. Actually, depending on how long the movie review is, I might do that into two parts, but there's another part where I it's a historical movie, and it's based off the 1919 uh, Chicago White Sox throwing the World Series away. And I'm doing the movie review for Eight Men Out because it was October 9th that it was the 100th anniversary of the Red Sox winning the World Series against the White Sox. So I am doing a movie review for it, and that took so much longer than expected. And I'm really tired. And then I'm going to do a class discussion video talking about how to view the White Sox 100 years later. And I'm not going to spoil too much here, but there's a lot of historical inaccuracies in the movie Eight Men Out to compare it to what actually happened in real life. And there's one really key thing about one of the pitchers where he doesn't get what he has deserved, and that's like the whole pinnacle of the movie. That's where you know that spoiler, the White Sox throw away the World Series, like, hey, that's a bad thing to do, but you feel a little bit of empathy for them or a little bit of sympathy for them. It's like, well, they did it because they're getting cheated. So they did it. I can kind of see why they did it. I don't agree with it, but I can kind of see why. But the movie narrative of why they threw the World Series is just about completely different than what actually happened in real life. The data that I did, the research that I did, really goes against what the movie was, which really changed my whole perspective of the class discussion video, how to view the Black Sox. That's what they're called eventually, the Black Sox. 100 years later, I talked so much for all of that. I did like an intro little thing, and then I did two filmings of like the beginning of the movie, and then talking about like the game, like the middle and the end of the movie, and then like my movie review for it. And then I'm going to go to Walmart now. I'm low on coffee, and it's Folgers. It's like a big thing of Folgers, and I have not been happy with it, to be honest. The way it tastes, I don't like it. I'm a Maxwell guy, and I mean Folgers might be in my cup, but what's in my cup does not taste good. Maxwell is good to the last drop, and actually, Teddy Roosevelt, our 26th president of these United States of America, came up with that slogan, actually. I believe in the 1900s. Well, when he was president, but I want to say in 1908 or 1909, he came up with that phrase somehow. I read it in a presidential fact book. It was a caricature of Roosevelt with a cup of coffee, and he's smiling in a caricature way, big grin, and he has a cup of coffee turned upside down, and last drop, good to last drop. So that's why I'm a Maxwell guy. I mean, we usually have Maxwell anyways. So if I ever need sponsorship for this channel, I'm gonna go to Maxwell for coffee because I kind of need it right now. But I should be going to bed soon-ish. I also want to go to Walmart to Well, to get the coffee and to get some cookies maybe. But I need coffee for the morning because it is Coffee with Counsel in the morning in Mount Prospect here in my hometown. And it's pretty much old people and myself. And when I say old people, it's like the next person who's like the youngest age after me is probably in their 50s, and I'm 24. So it's like at least double my age that they are regular attendees. I like going there. I like to learn different things from the mayor, the village manager, and the trustees, and any other staff members there to represent the village. I get to learn a lot of things. I like it. And Coffee with Counsel, I mean, they have their own coffee there, but the sugar packets they have, like the sugar, like kind of like solidified and crystallized, is like really nasty. So I've kind of learned to bring my own coffee. Excuse me. So that's why I'm going to Walmart. I'm sorry, on a Friday night at about 9:30ish or 10:30. I'm going on a Walmart run. I could go to Target, but Walmart's closer, to be honest, and they're open for 24 hours. The one that we have. Um, and I'm just waiting for my phone to charge up a bit over 20% to go out because recording it took a lot of battery out of the phone and out of me. So I just wanted to, kill some time. I had the videos uploading from my phone to the computer here. So that's what I was doing in the meantime. I'm doing this now. I've been cleaning my room here throughout the day, at the house to myself. So yesterday, I do want to, I wanted to make a self video out of it, but um, maybe I'll show it in my next live stream video I do. Just to, reemphasize the point. So, on my hat wall here, I have my Concordia hat. It's nasty looking there. Those are, I know that I have a green light tint here. That's sweat marks. And when I wear this hat, this is too high on the head. I can't really see at the angle, but if it's this far off the ear, if you have a little wiggle room here, play room, that's too high. This does not feel right. This is a dad hat. It does not feel right, to be honest. Whereas, this kind of dad hat, this is closer to my ear. The bottom of the hat is closer to my ear, the top of the earlobe. That's more appropriate. And, especially like with new era hats, the 5950s and 950s, they kind of come, below the top of the earlobe. So I was at Concordia Thursday, October 10th, with a friend from church. He has organ lessons there and wanted to go with, give him a tour. Went to Gene and Jude's. It's a great hot dog place. I'll do a video about sometime. They have a cool hat I'll get. And while I was there, I had a $25 Barnes & Noble gift card to use up that I got for graduation from one of my buddies from Concordia, Sean. So hats off to him, of course, being a really great guy. Helped me getting through Concordia when him and I were there at the same time he graduated before I did, just by a semester. And I wanted to get a new hat, so I got a new hat. This is my new Concordia hat. Now, this is a legacy brand, just like the other one. And it's I know that the coloring is bad here. Oh, here it is. Got my extra light. I know that's bright, but it's maroon color. It's kind of like it's actually darker color than this one. You can even see like this is like a lighter burgundy, and this is like a maroon. There's like a difference between. I think this is like more burgundy, and this is more maroon. I don't remember the differences, to be honest. One has like more purple, and one has more red. But I kind of like this darker one better. I think it's a nicer contrast. Now, when I was at this bookstore, they changed the hats around from being in the front of the store to the back of the store, like a huge hat wall. I really regret not taking a picture, to be honest. It was cool, and they had a lot of new hats that I hadn't seen before. They had a new logo change instead of the where is it? The logo here. This one that kind of looks like the Washington University Cougar logo. It was like a bit more animated more 3D. So I got this hat because it was plain CUC on the front. It was also in the budget. It was in the budget. CUC in big yellow letters and a kind of white outline, yellow thing underneath, underline, and then Concordia University of Chicago. Pretty simple. Now, when I was at the store looking at these hats, now some of these hats had like extra white on the top, and like it wasn't even like jagged. So I had to find one that was like squared, where this extra fabric. Before some of them had like jagged edges, and this one was like the straightest one I could find. Now I put it on. Whoa! Hey now, like the font. Whoa! This is a great hat. It's a this is a fantastic hat. This feels like a great hat. This feels like a regular dad hat. Wait a second. No, I thought that was a bug. I'm sorry. If Major League Cast was here, he'd be saying, "What are you doing? You were totally distracted." I know. But this is a great hat. It's a little tight fitting. I mean, I kind of adjust it, but even so, it still feels like a little bit more snugger, especially on the front where the cap. I'm sorry, I'm not looking at the camera. I'm looking at myself in the thing here. Right around here, this is where it is a little bit more squished in. So if I can probably air it out a bit, that might help. But it's a great feel. I like it. It's gonna now. I'm not saying that this hat is bad. I really regret not taking care of my hat. So I might put this away for this hat just to preserve the sacredness of it. For good occasions, bring this out. But this is my first Concordia hat. I will do my best to like restore it and do what I can, even with this. But I will preserve this and keep this around. But this one will replace the hat up there, so we'll see. Yeah, exactly what kind of why I wanted to do a video, kind of some special effects of oh, that hat isn't there, snap my finger and it disappears, do that special effect. But yeah, it's okay, whatever. I sometimes I'm kind of thinking with some of these videos like, oh my god, I have to do so much editing. So I need a decent break from all this, from making the videos, these production videos that I'm doing. Instead, kind of do some more live streams and then those one take videos. So that's why I'm doing my hiatus in a few days or so. So that video announcement will come out soon as well. Now I also want to point out. Now I will be calling up Concordia Bookstore on Monday. I should have done it today, but I will be calling them up sometime soon. Whereas, I mean, I didn't take the picture. I should have, but this top line here wasn't squared off on some of the hats. Some of the other hats had the jagged white edges. Some of these, were jutting out, and like this corner here, it peels off a bit. Now, that's the outside. Inside, holy heck! If you look at the inside of this, what the hell is that? What is this? This should have been cut off. I mean, like there's already tear in it. Like that's not for me. I had no idea this was on the inside until I was in my car on the way home. I'm like, what the heck is this? What is this? This should have already been cut off by the manufacturer. So I mean, I'm not gonna tear it off now. I want to make a separate video and send it off to Legacy, the company that makes this. This is bullshit. I'm sorry. This is unacceptable. I mean, okay, granted, Concordia is a Division III school. It has more commuters than students on campus at a time. It's not in total for like undergrads. It's about 800 kids, maybe 900. But in total, with no, we are D3. We are a proud D3 school in the CIT. Welcome, Major League Cats, to the show. Yeah, I'm just going over my new Concordia hat here. I don't know if you have seen. This is the new one that I got on Thursday, and this is my old one. Big differences are the front. This has CUC. This just says Concordia, Chicago, University of Chicago. This one is also a lighter red compared to this dark maroon. I know the lighting is weird. But I'm looking on the inside here. Like, this should have been cut off, from the machines made by the manufacturer. This is bullshit. I'm sorry. This is unacceptable. And I know that, Concordia is a D3 school. We don't have a lot of people, but this shouldn't be happening to Concordia. This shouldn't be happening to anyone. This is garbage. So I will be calling Concordia on Monday or sometime next week and telling them, hey, I'm going to keep the hat because to be honest, it's a hassle to go back to Concordia if I'm not already there for like a concert or for any other reason. Just to go out there just because of a hat, it's not worth it really. I'm going to call the Concordia up, the bookstore, and say, hey, here's my issue with hey, I love my Concordia. I'm proud of it. Harper, I don't know. It was an okay hat, but even my Harper hat, I appreciate. Hey, I love my Concordia. Even all their hats. I mean, it's just I didn't know that this came in. That's how it was, and it's like, guys, we should have seen that. And then I'll give a little message to Legacy, the brand that makes this hat. Legacy 92, established in 1992. So, about with tax, about $27. So, pretty okay hat. So, that's how that is working out. Major League Hats, I know that you're coming in here. Anything you want to talk about? I already talked about I did filming for my movie review for next week, and that took me like 40 minutes to film because I talked a lot and there's a lot to cover. And I'm gonna go to Walmart now in a few minutes here after my phone charges up a bit more, and I'm gonna go get coffee, Maxwell coffee, to bring for Coffee with Counsel in the morning, my own cup, and then I was talking about this hat. Where's my hockey? Oh, okay. I did see your text when I was filming. I did see that you're gonna go to the Anaheim game. That's really cool. Got tickets to the Anaheim game. Okay, December 20th. We have plenty of time. My request is I was looking through Instagram, but if you can take a picture of yourself wearing a Sharks hat with a kind of blank background, that'd be great. And send it to me, Twitter or actually Instagram or however you want to. Take a picture wearing one of your Sharks 5950 hats, and I'll use that for the picture ID. I started making it up today, but I was cleaning my room here. I have my stuff. I was cleaning up my closet, so I was cleaning that today, and lost track. And then I had to be ready for delivery of almost 1,000 wieners, hot dog wieners, to my house today from my dad. Sent it over to the house. I'm not going to go into details with that. And I had dinner with Grandma, so I didn't get to the hockey card today, but I was starting on it of what to put on it. So send me that picture, blank background as best you can. I mean, I can crop you out, but wear a Sharks hat, maybe a Sharks shirt too, but at least a Sharks hat. So let me check in on the one other thing I wanted to do in this video. Let me check in on the game here because there was a no-hitter going. Yeah, no. I got no girls coming over. Bottom of the ninth, Nationals 2, Cardinals nothing, and on the reporting 3 outs. That is the final. Cardinals lose game 1. Nationals are going to sweep. F the Cardinals. F the Redbirds. Get out of here. Hate those guys. Bastards. So actually that's going to lead into my next thing here. Where did I put it? So for me, since the Cardinals won the other night against the Braves, I'm done with baseball for the season, so I'm gonna put my Braves hat away in my box here. But before I do that, let me put this on here. I'm gonna put that on the wall. So Major League Cast and anyone else, because I see 4 people watching here. Did anyone else see that for Game 5 for the NLDS at Central Stadium for the Atlanta Braves, the tomahawk was taken away? Hey everyone, New York forever. Actually, give me like a few seconds here. Give me like I might have something. Give me a second. Okay, sorry. Okay. So yes, there was the controversy of um the Braves not having out for their fans. Um this is not a production video. Trust me, when it's a production video, you'll know. It's better put together than this. Um I was in my parents' room because I know that my dad has a tomahawk because he lived in Atlanta for 2 years. He went to a few games. Like he went to a lot of games when he was down there when he could, when he wasn't working, and he had the tomahawk. So I don't know where it is. I'll find it sometime. I saw it on his nightstand or dresser. But yeah, there was a controversy of the I forget his name, but it doesn't matter. He doesn't matter. The one of the rookie relief pitchers um for the Cardinals called out, how the tomahawk is offensive. From what I had read, um, I skimmed through a few articles, but this relief pitcher um, had heritage, bloodline, family connection to the Cherokee Nation, and the Cherokee Nation was prevalently populated in the southeast region of the United States of America. And well, that was their original home until they were moved out, forced out in 1838, part of the Trail of Tears, which was first enacted. First, it was Andrew Jackson wanted to do it, but then the Supreme Court blocked him. But then Andrew Jackson did it anyways, and then it happened after Jackson left, and it really happened under Martin Van Buren. So blame Van Buren for the Trail of Tears, but they took it away. They took the tomahawk chop away, and that's like the big thing for the Braves. Chop on, and ayo 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 ayo. It's something like that. And it's kind of like a way to rile up the crowd, get the fans going. Like, yeah, we're gonna win the game. We're gonna get the big out here. I'm excited now because I'm up to 5 viewers here. 4-0. Um, um, but then all of a sudden, this rookie comes out of nowhere, and he's like, that's not right. I don't like it. Take it away. And I don't think he said take it away, but he said it was disrespectful. Now maybe I'll do this another time. I know Major League Cats did a really good video when he did a video about the his Chicago Blackhawks hat. He has a 5950 version, like I have up here. This one, and he talked about how he likes the hat. He thinks it's a classic. I don't want to put words into the mouth. I'm just trying to remember what he said. Saying he said that nice hat, nice design, cool colors, but he just wouldn't wear the hat out in public. After he had taken a class about Native Americans and using their likeness for sports in our modern day. like the Cleveland Indians now not using Chief Wahoo anymore for a primary logo. The Washington D.C. football team. I agree with Major League Cats. I do my darndest to not say that word, the Redskins. Just because that's more of a bad name for them anyways, and it's just not a good thing. The Braves, the Chicago Blackhawks, the Fighting Illini, even there's a few more examples too. But my thing is, and I was kind of joking. I was joking around that karma's a bitch. That they took the tomahawks away, and they lost. There's no actual correlation. It's just superstition that they lost because of the chop being taken away. I mean, I'm sure people brought their own tomahawks with, but they're provided in the stands for them. I'm just reading. Yeah, I mean, I know that like you appreciate the hat. I mean, if you want to wear it on public or not, that's fine. Your own decision. Um, was very interested in Major League Hats' Sergio's perspective and what he took away from that class. Yes, Washington football is a racist slur. Yeah, I don't like that phrasing at all. But my thing is that the way that was handled, really, because I am sure I didn't do any research, but I can bet you that, yeah, the retro logo. I see it a few times actually on this 5950 fitted Facebook page. Sergio, I don't know if you're a part of it. I don't know if you are. I don't know if it's one of those groups that you weren't a part of for the hat collection thing. But on some of those posts from that group, I see a lot of those retro Braves logos. I see them here and there on Instagram too. It's more of a caricature, and there are some of the older logos that it's not a caricature. It's kind of like a Blackhawk logo where it's like an actual human face. But yeah, the caricature kind of logos are eh. But my thing was like the Braves chop tomahawk thing. I can bet you, I didn't do the research, like I said, or look at anything up. I can guarantee you the whole payroll of the Braves this past year and the Cardinals of this past year that at least 5 times someone from the Cherokee Nation or from some Native American tribal group has brought up to the Braves, hey, because it's a part of our culture, we don't appreciate using the tomahawk chop. Would you please remove it from your game ceremonies? I can guarantee you that probably happened. The last few decades, Ed has been a part of those games, and he said that it's been a thing since like the 80s, maybe the 70s even. So why is it that all of a sudden you get a rookie reliever that's like, hey, that's not right, and all of a sudden it's gone? Why do you take a pitcher, like a part of the, I'm sure that there had been like more people behind it. That's just like the way that was kind of like handled in retrospect. That's just my baffling um conclusion here. Like if it's taken away, it's taken away. I mean, I miss Chief Illiniwek for the Fighting Illini, but have I moved on? Have I I've been walking around and pumping blood and breathing oxygen in and out pretty well ever since 2007 when they took the Chief Illini away from Fighting Illini, University of Illinois. So would they take? Could they take the chop away permanently? I mean, I'm also not a Braves fan, diehardly, so it wouldn't affect me too much. But I just thought that because of one person, I mean, I know like one person can change a lot of things, but it just seems like, well, why wasn't anything done in the past? When I'm sure other groups have brought this up in the past. It just seems kind of a weird way to like handle it. I don't know. I don't know if I sound bad for saying that, but it's just my opinion that why did it just take one guy? It's like why couldn't this been if this was such a problem, why wasn't it taken care of earlier, years ago? Okay. So again, it couldn't save him really from the 10-run blown first inning. So that's what it is. I'm sure that the chop on thing will be reoccurring in. I'm gonna bet only $2 that he was a reliever. Last I read, but yes, he was in the limelight. He was in a position where he had like a platform that was that could be more heard. I think even if like a Cherokee Nation uh tribal organization came up to say hey, this is wrong, stop doing it, they might not have been heard compared to someone who's a part of the game. That's just my perception. No, I did not. I did not see or hear what you said about the game. Um, not see that one. Um, gonna say something else. Oh, speaking of the Cherokee Nation, they did make do on a treaty agreement that's in the House for Congress. So I hope that happened. I didn't. I had heard about it back in August and September. I hope that actually happened because they did put forward a female leader or someone who would represent them in the House. So I hope that happened. Yeah. Anyways, okay, so I'm putting the Braves hat away. I am done with it for. I'm done with baseball for the year until uh until spring. So it's not quite NBA season yet. So I can't officially. I know it's preseason now, but who cares about preseason? If it's preseason hockey, basketball, football, baseball. Baseball is a little bit different. The whole spring. Winter's over. Blah. But preseason, I'm not gonna put it out for. So we're gonna put the Braves hat in front of the Orioles hat here, and soon we'll have to take these guys out again. And that is that for the non-Chicago seasonal hats. Dad's texting me. Your private live stream. I did see that, but maybe I didn't comprehend all of it, to be honest. I'll watch it again. I know that you got some hats from J38, and you're talking about your wrestling podcast channel. It wasn't doing so well. Like you posted like 3 videos, I think, and none of them got any views in a week's time. So that really sucks. I mean, you would figure like someone at least would have had to have watched your video or videos. That's really crap. I'm really sorry that that's happening, and you're really passionate about wrestling, and you talk so much about it during the other podcasts that you've made, and it's like, how come he can't get any views? So maybe I didn't remember the Braves part, so I'll watch it again. Granted, when I was watching it, it was this morning, and I was kind of like still like waking up. Um, so that's that. So yeah. Um, just like dweebs. Yes, yes. Just like dweebs of Major League, yeah, baseball. Oh yeah, replacing the catcher. I never really thought of that. That was a very very interesting take, and I kind of talk about in my White Sox 8 Men Out movie review. During the fix, they had the two main pitchers involved with the fix, but they didn't have the catcher. It's like So and like in the movie, the catcher's like all up in the pitcher, like this is a curveball. Why didn't you throw a curveball? And it's like, well, why would you include the catcher in on the fix? Because the pitcher and the catcher are kind of working in tandem together to make the game happen. So yeah, I understand. They should have changed out the pitcher or the catcher. Um. So yeah. So new Concordia hats. This went way longer than I expected, but I'm glad that Major League Hats came about and said a few things. Um. So I'm glad that he took the time. I know that he's busy with family and other obligations. I'm glad that he took the time to say hi here and chat up a bit. And New York forever as well. And whoever else watched the video here, um, I'll be there for you too, man. Appreciate it. So next week I have a few videos coming out. I recorded a few videos. One new hat celebration video, hiatus announcement video, and then I will also be releasing my trailer for the White Sox movie review and classroom discussion video. So that will be in 2 parts. So I don't know when I will have the time to film for the classroom discussion, but I will. And then finding time to edit, oy, that will be hectic. So we'll see how that all goes. So hopefully by the end of next week, I'll have some new videos up. Depending on my work schedule, I'll try to do a swap video Sunday night. If not, I'll let you guys know. Yeah. Thank you everyone for watching the replay. Thank you for watching. Comment down below anything you find relevant to the video here. I'm gonna go out, get some coffee for the morning, maybe some cookies. Originally, I know Major League Cats would say that this is not real beer, but I had some Blue Moon out for some video shooting and for my evening. So next time I have the house to myself, I might have the girls over. But we'll see who actually responds. 'Cause I can't even get girls to answer me in the first place. To even just say hi. So how can I get girls to come over for a party here? Huh. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Good night. And have a good weekend. Make it a good weekend. Bye, everyone.